Hey guys, what's going on? So I picked up this old 77 Thunderbird for a D Snyder video. Just kidding, how D Snyder's gonna call me, right? He's a Ford guy, we know it. AD, I'm available if you need help. So what I wanted to do is, I wanted to pick up a car, an old car, that's not like a Mustang, a Camaro, or something, a Chevelle. We like all those cars, but they're a lot of money. So I wanted to pick up an old car to show you guys what you could do with a little bit of money, get something halfway decent, and kind of make a little bit of a hot rod out of it and have a little fun. So I picked up this 77 T-Bird, paid $4,000 for it, has 43,000 miles on it. The interior is pretty mint on the thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the grandpa out of it a little bit, throw some of the wheels on it, more than likely a dual exhaust, and we'll kind of document it along the way. And we'll show you guys when we make upgrades to it, and things that repair. I got to do a tune-up on the car and all kinds of stuff. It's kind of been sitting a little bit, so we got to probably do like a brake job on it, some maintenance stuff, and we'll shoot some videos along the way, and I think you guys are going to like it. But let's take a quick walk around it, and I'll show you what this car looks like. So with a car like this, one of the things, if it has hideaway headlights like this car does, take a look at that. The hideaway headlights look pretty mint on this. The vacuum canisters work really well, and that's one of the things that kind of wanted to make sure that worked. And this car actually has an electric conversion kit for these headlight doors, but I'll show you how they work. So the open and close is pretty good. When the car's running, they go a little bit quicker. It's all vacuum. So if you're looking at an oddball car like this that's not so popular, one of the things you're going to be up against is finding restoration parts for it. So the thing that I had going for me with this car is it has all the trim. The trim is there around the wheel wells, on the bottom, on the back rear well. The trim is all there around the windows, up on top. Nothing's missing. Nothing's missing around the back. Like, go around the whole car, whatever it is that you're looking at. And if you're looking at something like this, make sure like all the trim is there. That's one of the first things you're going to want to look at. Look for like any signs of body rot. We're up here in New England, and one of the things you want to look for is underneath here. Look at the frame. The frame on this car is pretty mint. There's no rust or rot on it anywhere. The paint is faded. Could use a paint job. But if you look around, you look down the side of the car. The car's pretty straight. There's no Bondo on it that we can see. I mean, that stuff can get hidden. This is a lacquer paint job. They used to paint a lacquer years ago. But that stuff's kind of least of your worries. As long as the trim is there, everything seems solid. And, nothing kind of jumps out at you. Usually you can tell if a car's been abused by the way the interior looks. So the interior on this car has bench seats. Usually these cars are a little more luxury than this one. This guy kind of cheaped out. I would have went with the pillowy living room interior, but it's okay. This car is still pretty cool. So here's what the bench seat looks like in the back. It's all vinyl. And this one has roll-up windows in it. And it's missing a plaque right here, the Thunderbird plaque. You can get that on the internet. And I've got to locate some lower armrest panels right here. They're cracked too, but that stuff is out there. I've seen it around. So other things to look at. The steering wheel is in really good shape. A lot of times these steering wheels, especially on the Cadillacs, crack. And they get a big crack right in the middle of it. This one's not cracked. The dashboard is nice on it. It's not cracked. This car's barely been used. It has 43 grand on it. You can see right on the ticker right there. And somebody threw a radio in it and put one of the speakers on the floor, so we'll fix that. We'll get, a better head unit put in. And you might have seen my Crutchfield install, so maybe we'll reach out to Crutchfield, get a head unit for it at some point, get some new speakers and get this off the floor. Has an old Chapman lock in it. We'll probably pull that out. It's kind of a piece of crap. So what you want to do too is also look at like the bottom of the doors. These doors aren't bad. They're solid. There's a little spot right there, but that's nothing really to be worried about. The pinch welds look pretty good on it along the door. Get under the car, look for oil leaks. Check the frame. The pinch welds on this thing are nice. They're really solid. So things to look at if you're new to the hobby and you're not really used to working on cars. So how easy is the motor going to be to work on? There's 3 motors that came and this T-Bird. They have the 302 option, the 351, or the 400. This has the 351 Windsor in it. And the plugs are right there. Old school plug cap rotor, spark plug wires. This thing is easy to tune up. You can tune the whole thing up in like 45 minutes. You come around the other side. It's not like a new car. All the spark plugs are really easy to get at the wires. It's all right there in front of you. It's a real simple way. Like me, my son's 19. He's going to help me work on this car. It's an easy car for him to work on and kind of swing a wrench on. And get familiar with cars in general. Obviously you need some small things. I can get a new hose for the air intake snorkel right there. I'll replace that. That's no big deal. And this engine bay looks really good. There's no rot along the firewall. It's not even really rusty. Everything's really clean inside here. You always want to look down, look at the frame down below, make sure it's okay. Check out the radiator. Just kind of work your way around the engine compartment, look at different things. If you're thinking about picking something up, check out the valve cover, make sure the gaskets aren't leaking. Or even if they are leaking, don't be scared of it. I mean, on this kind of a car, they'd be easy to fix. The bolts are all right there. So on an old car like this, lift up the trunk, look inside the trunk, and I got to swap the battery out. That's why my battery charge is there. Jump back. Look at the floor, look at the quarter panels from inside the trunk. If there's a carpet, lift up the carpet, look down in there, make sure everything's solid on the floor pan, that you can't see the street. I've been all around this car, I've looked at everything, and this thing's pretty solid. Just wanted to do a quick video, show you guys what to watch out for if you're going to look at a ride like this. Hey, it's a little bit different. I've had Mustangs, I've had all kinds of stuff. You show up to a car show with something like this, people are going to check it out. It's a little bit different. People have been waving to me going down the road. It's kind of comical. It's kind of funny how much attention it does get. It kind of blew my mind. But you can have some fun with something like this. So watch the channel, subscribe to the channel. We're going to be doing some videos on this car and everything else we get going on, all the other repairs that we do as well. Hope you guys like the channel. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you have a question, leave me a comment. I will reply back to you. Thanks for watching.